coming back and sharing that story with school kids, with groups like yours, all over the US and Europe, is when it took on real meaning for me. And there was an epiphany at that moment. And that epiphany was about purpose. And I felt so empty, sort of getting to that moment at the top of the world. You know, you struggle and you work, you do it all. And I couldn't figure out, what is this emptiness that I've got? I mean, I've just actualized my 10-year-old girl dream from being a little girl. So why am I not happy? Because it was just simply my dream. And I wanted to do more suddenly. I wanted to be the teacher that I always wanted to be. I needed to share the journeys. I needed them to have meaning. And I needed to give back. And from then on, I vowed that any expedition I would ever go on, that I would bring my worlds together, my world as an educator and my world as an explorer. I'd bring them together. And it gave me the passion, the juice, and the purpose to do all of the things that I wanted to do in a way that was just turbocharged. It's okay to do our own thing, but there's something wonderful when we extend it out. You know, we're going to change the world bit by bit, but we gotta remind ourselves that we're actually making some progress. And by me sharing the journey, I got that reminder, because I got the exchange coming back at me as well. So these trips are small, small steps at the top and the bottom of the world. This is Antarctica. But those steps accumulate, and that accumulation starts to make the difference. Leadership is sometimes a lonely deal. A lonely deal as you're trying to keep everybody up and moving to the same goal. Because we lose sight of the goal from time to time. We get tired. We have disagreements. We don't always agree. Even when we have the same goal that we're shooting for. Because our trips are really pretty sort of clean. We know where we're going. We're going to the top of the world or the bottom of the world, or across Antarctica, across Greenland, when we're all shooting for it, because we want to have a shower after 100 days. So the incentive is high. But we still have those struggles about disagreeing. And we still have to learn that there might be a leader in that particular group, or maybe you're sharing the leadership, but we're all needing self-leadership as we go along. And we need constant motivation to keep each other going, to keep each other leaning down on those ski tips so that we can reach the goals that we achieve or that we want to achieve in life. And when we don't reach them all, our team will be there to pick us up so that we can keep on going, because one goal leads to another. I'm really big right now on silver lining, you know, and what kind of legacy do I want to leave in this world? What are the footprints that I want to leave for the young people that I'm engaged with all the time, all around the US? And it's about good decision making, moral decisions. And that was talked about earlier today as well. The donut story. You know, Liv and I, this is my Norwegian ski partner. We've been together, we're like sisters. We've been together since 2000, crossing Antarctica, kayaking in Antarctica, paddling the Great Lakes, and now we're getting ready to go to the Arctic. And because the ice is thin, we're going to swim every now and again. And we share everything, because our team is only 2. And even though we're like sisters, we have our disagreements. And we have an unwavering commitment that as we mount these expeditions and go out and do them, and so that we can rely on each other in pretty hostile conditions every once in a while, that we will always be honest, and that we will always have the commitment to work through them, because it's really easy to walk away, to ski away, to pull away. It really is the easier choice. The harder choice is to sit down, look each other in each other's eyes, and work it through, even when you're the best of friends. And that is how we get through some of the toughest environments on the globe, because we have each other. We know that the other one is going to be there even when we're feeling our shortcomings coming through. And it's been such a great lesson for me to, and it's been a hard lesson, I have to say, to really be honest. And Antarctica and the North Pole, the Arctic, all these places demand utter honesty. And at times I don't always want to be so honest. But in that honesty, I'm able to then look at my shortcomings and my strengths and in some way revert those weaknesses that we all have. We're not good at everything. And invert those because of the honesty and actually make them strengths. And they have gotten us through time and time and time again on these expeditions. So it's, you know, for me, because I'm such a slow learner, I've got to go out on these 100-day expeditions and pull sleds and live in a little nylon tent and not take a shower and eat crummy food. And, you know, I don't know why I think it's fun, but it is. And, but they've been tremendous classrooms for me, teaching me about myself and about what I want to impart in the world and how I'm going to make my mark. I love this picture because these are my skis holding up the tent. And, you know, I have a bag of tricks when I go out. I call it a bag of tricks. Probably not a very good term. But I have this little bag of things in my head that help me along the way. One is this book. I have to journal. I have to document my feelings. I have to document what I'm experiencing, what I'm seeing. It's strategy. It's, you know, everything rolled up into this book. And I don't feel right unless I'm writing every day. And it does mean warming up my pens in my pockets because the ink freezes up, and wearing mittens as you write and things like that. But that's a thing that keeps me on course. So that's one of my tricks. My other trick is to bring a picture from home, and usually the picture is in summertime. So that I can calibrate my compass to bring me on home to warmer weather, a little bit more comfort. And I do things like this, and this is one of my skis. And, you know, and when you're pulling a 260-pound sled and you're about 130, all you do is lean over. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to be looking down for 100 days, 14 hours a day, approximately. I'm going to need a little motivation, a little juice. So I had my nieces and nephew